How you guys doing? I wanted to do a teaching on, is God a globalist? Is God a globalist? And is God for nationalism, or is he for God? Many times people think God has nothing to say, or that God is just completely out of the political space. But you got to understand that God actually formed politics itself. He formed government. When he made a nation, he formed a governmental structure. He was at the top of that governmental structure. Then eventually he named judges, and then he had a king. So we see that God is one that anointed the prophet. The prophet went to Samuel, picked out the first king. So we also say that God is against Christians being in politics, or prophets, or apostles, or pastors, or teachers, or fivefold leaders, or anybody in ministry that tends to separate. There is no such thing as a separation of church and state in the Bible. The Bible doesn't say that. That's not even in our Constitution or anywhere that our founders would have agreed with. So this is not a political mess. This is about the fact that right now there's a fight over our border right now, and should we secure it, and is it not compassionate to allow just illegals coming over here? Because these are people, of course, that God loves. He loves every illegal that comes over here, and he wants a relationship with them. I mean, some of them might have a relationship, and some of them might be coming for good reason. But God is not against borders and walls, because you have to understand God. You have to understand that when God created his first nation, which was the children of Israel, when they went into the land of Canaan, he gave them very specific instruction, and he told them, go into the land, wipe out everybody. Don't leave nobody standing, because if you do, they're going to be a thorn in your side. If you allow anybody to remain, they will be a thorn in your side. And what did the children of Israel did? So he basically told them to wipe them all out, because he knew that the nation, that those people would influence you in a negative way. And they would bring their gods, they would bring their belief systems into your culture and dilute what you believe. So this is why God is against, when he has chosen a nation and gave a nation favor. And America had a Judeo-Christian background. He had we were formed in God, we trust, on the back of our dollar. And so God is not against, but when you come into a culture, you have to come in legally, and you have to come in through a system where you have to come into the culture of the society that you're in. You have to conform to that culture. And so Israel had a nationalism type of Israel first type of ideology. You get what I'm saying? Because they were told not to even intermarry. They were told not to even intermarry with the other cultures. So God is not is for globalism. Actually, the devil is for globalism. The push to become one world, get rid of all borders, is actually in the plan of the enemy. We see this in Revelation chapter 13. We also see that in the book of Daniel, that there will be 10 kings that will rise in the end days. That will be a one world type of government. He won't control the whole world, but a lot of the land, he will control it will be a huge empire made up of 10 kings. And this guy will be completely a globalist. He will be against any type of nationalism. He will be a globalist. The Antichrist will be a globalist. The Antichrist will be a globalist. You got to understand that. And so God hates globalism. He's for nationalism. He is not a globalist. The devil is a globalist. So that's why most of the people that are pushing globalism do not have the heart of God. They do not have So when, as a Christian, when you're understanding this and looking at this, you know that this is in the plan of the enemy. So you'll know what to pray for. This is what that is. This Revelation chapter 13, it's an antichrist agenda. It's an antichrist spirit pushing the world to become one, pushing there to be one currency, pushing there to be one religion that unites all faiths and everybody worships the same God. This is the agenda and the plan of the Antichrist. This is the Antichrist agenda. that we're seeing right now with globalism and the attack on our borders in America, this is demonic. It's not of God. And so you have to understand, this is Bible prophecy. And we are to pray against it in America. And we are to continue to fight. But we come at it with the reality that we're seeing Bible prophecy at the same time.